What if I told you that the answer to some of aging's most frustrating challenges wasn't hiding in a complicated prescription bottle, but in a simple glass you could make every morning? I'm talking about that frustrating blurriness when you try to read the newspaper, that tip of your tongue forgetfulness that makes you feel a little less sharp, and that dreaded deep breath you take right before the blood pressure cuff tightens at the doctor's office. A few years ago, a gentleman I'll call Arthur was fighting all three of these battles every single day. He felt like he was fading. Today, his doctors are amazed. And the secret? It's a drink so vibrant it practically glows. Stay with me, because what I'm about to share isn't a miracle cure. It's something far more powerful. It's a profound, science-backed habit that could change everything. Hello, my friends. It's wonderful to have you here today. We talk a lot on this channel about living longer, but what we're really after is living better, isn't it? It's about having the energy, the clarity, and the health to enjoy these golden years to their absolute fullest. But it's hard to feel golden when you're dealing with a trio of concerns that I hear about all the time: weakening vision, a mind that feels a bit foggy, and blood pressure numbers that just won't behave. It can feel like an uphill battle, a slow decline that we're just supposed to accept as part of getting older. But what if that's not the whole story? What if we could give our body the precise tools it needs to fight back, to rebuild, and to protect itself, all starting with the first thing we put into it each morning? Today, we're not just talking about some trendy green juice. We are pulling back the curtain on a specific combination of ingredients that work in synergy to target these three specific areas. I'm going to share Arthur's inspiring story, break down the powerful science behind each ingredient in this incredible drink, show you exactly how to make it, and give you practical tips to make it a seamless part of your life. This isn't about magic. It's about giving your body what it's been crying out for. So, what was in this transformative morning drink? It's time for the big reveal. The foundation of this drink, the superstar ingredient, is something you've probably walked past in the grocery store 1,000 times: the humble beetroot. Yes, beets. This deep red root vegetable is one of the most powerful natural health boosters on the planet. Its magic lies in its incredibly high concentration of nitrates. Now, when you consume these nitrates, your body converts them into a miracle molecule called nitric oxide. Think of nitric oxide as a master relaxer for your circulatory system. It tells the inner muscles of your blood vessels to soften and widen. Imagine a tight, narrow garden hose suddenly becoming wider and more flexible. The water flows through with far less pressure, right? That's exactly what happens in your blood vessels. This process, called vasodilation, is why countless studies have shown that beetroot juice can significantly lower systolic and diastolic blood pressure, sometimes within just a few hours of consumption. For Arthur, this wasn't just a number on a screen. It was a physical feeling of calm and a massive reduction in his risk for heart attack and stroke. But beets do more than just manage blood pressure. That incredible ruby red color comes from antioxidants called betalains. These are potent anti-inflammatory agents that help protect our cells from damage. And since we know that chronic inflammation is a root cause of so many age-related diseases, from arthritis to cognitive decline, getting a daily dose of betalains is like sending in a microscopic cleanup crew to protect your body from the inside out. So we have our base, beets for blood pressure and cellular protection. Now let's add the ingredients for vision. This is where we bring in two vibrant friends: carrots and a handful of fresh spinach. It sounds like something your mom told you to eat as a kid, and as it turns out, she was absolutely right. Carrots are famously rich in beta-carotene, which our body converts into vitamin A. Vitamin A is absolutely crucial for vision.
It helps protect the surface of the eye, the cornea, and is a component of a protein that allows us to see in low light conditions. But the real vision superheroes for seniors are lurking in the spinach. I want you to think of these as your body's internal sunglasses. They are antioxidants that accumulate in the retina of your eye, specifically in the macula, which is responsible for our sharp central vision, the kind we need for reading and recognizing faces. They act like a filter, protecting the delicate cells of the macula from damage caused by high-energy blue light and oxidative stress. Studies from the National Eye Institute have shown that a diet rich in lutein and zeaxanthin can significantly slow the progression of age-related macular degeneration and cataracts. So when Arthur said his vision felt sharper, it wasn't just his imagination. He was literally feeding his eyes the specific nutrients they needed to protect and repair themselves. Now we've tackled blood pressure and vision. Let's turn to the mind, that feeling of brain fog and memory slip-ups. For this, we add a handful of one of the most potent brain foods in existence, blueberries. These tiny blue orbs are bursting with flavonoids, specifically a type called anthocyanins, which give them their deep blue color. Research has shown that these anthocyanins can cross the blood-brain barrier, which is like a security checkpoint for your brain. Once inside, they work their magic. They help reduce inflammation in the brain, improve communication between brain cells, and even stimulate the growth of new neurons, a process called neurogenesis. Essentially, they help keep the wiring in your brain sharp and efficient. Think of it like tuning up an old radio. Suddenly, the signal is clearer and the static is gone. This is why consistent consumption of blueberries has been linked to improved memory and a slower rate of cognitive decline in older adults. So, let's recap the power quartet. Beets for blood flow and blood pressure, carrots and spinach for protecting and nourishing the macula and retina, blueberries for sharpening the mind and clearing the fog. We're almost there, but we can supercharge this drink even more with two simple additions: a small piece of fresh ginger and the juice of half a lemon. Ginger is one of nature's most powerful anti-inflammatories, thanks to a compound called gingerol. It helps reduce overall systemic inflammation, which supports everything from joint health to brain function. Plus, it adds a wonderful warming spice that balances the earthiness of the beets. The lemon juice isn't just for taste, it provides a great shot of vitamin C, another powerful antioxidant that is crucial for the health of your blood vessels and the collagen in your eyes. It also helps your body absorb the iron from the spinach more effectively. It's the supporting cast that makes the superstars shine even brighter. Okay, so how do you put this all together? It's incredibly simple. You don't even need a fancy juicer. A good blender will work just fine. Here's the recipe. Take one medium-sized cooked beet. It's important to use cooked beets as it makes them much easier to digest and blend. You can buy them pre-cooked and vacuum-packed at most grocery stores, which is a huge time saver. Add one medium carrot, roughly chopped, a large handful of fresh spinach, don't be shy, it will wilt down to almost nothing, half a cup of blueberries, fresh or frozen work just as well, a small thumbnail-sized piece of fresh ginger, peeled, and the juice of half a lemon. Add about a cup of water or coconut water to help it blend, and blitz it until it's smooth. The result is a gorgeous, deep magenta drink that is just packed with life-giving nutrients. Now, a couple of practical tips. The taste is unique. It's earthy from the beet, sweet from the carrot and berries, with a zing from the ginger and lemon. If you find it a bit too earthy at first, you can add half a green apple or a few chunks of pineapple to sweeten it up naturally. Consistency is absolutely key here. This isn't a one-and-done fix. This is a habit. Arthur drank this every morning without fail. It became his ritual, a little act of self-care that paid massive dividends over time. And a little slightly funny morning, Don't be alarmed if your urine or stools turn a bit reddish a few hours later. This is a completely harmless and very common effect of eating beets, called beeturia. Just consider it proof that the good stuff is making its way through your system. I want to be very clear. This drink is not a replacement for your prescribed medications or advice from your doctor. Not at all. It is a powerful addition to a healthy lifestyle. It's about using the profound power of whole foods to support the work your doctors are doing. It's about taking back some control and actively participating in your own health journey. Think of it as building a stronger foundation for your house. The medicine might be the professional repairs, but the foundation is what keeps everything stable and strong for the long haul. What you've just learned isn't a secret formula. It's the simple, elegant truth that nature has provided our bodies with everything they need to thrive. We just need to listen and give them the